Now onto the part that you've all been waiting for, the actual painting, the exciting stuff. The time that you're gonna have bonding with your spouse, hanging out with your friends, if you're having a paint party, whatever you're doing, just getting going on the actual project. Now a lot of people, when they're first starting out, tend to use the brush like this. They hold it with their whole hand instead of holding it correctly like a pencil. If you can hold it like a pencil, you can get yourself to trim quite a bit straighter, quite a bit easier. Just gives you so much more control than holding it like this. This is fine if you're trimming in just a complete corner. You really want to hold it like a pencil to get that nice crisp edge. It's just going to give you so much more control. Don't grip the brush like with all your might, all your muscle. You don't need to push super hard. You can just push nice and gently, kind of like a medium firmness. So it's important to start while getting used to your brush with the bottom and the corners, kind of work your way up to the top. When on the brush, you really don't want to push it down really tight against the tape. You want to kind of just keep it nice and light, but cover every area. Make sure not to miss spots. You are doing 2 coats, but still want to make sure you're doing a complete 2-coat job. Keep working your way around. Once you're feeling a little more comfortable, try the ceiling. The outlets, just to kind of make sure that you're not going to roll onto them. And you most importantly want to make sure you brush and trim everything out first before rolling, so that way your roller covers up all these lines from when you brush. Just going to make it look a lot nicer, a lot more uniform. Make it look as professional as possible. This color is called Guild Gray. It's the Sherwin-Williams color, the designer color. It's quite a bit lighter and it's covering very nicely. It's going to be an easy 2-coat coverage. I've reached up as high as I can. Now it's time to grab my ladder. Now I'm feeling pretty comfortable with my brush. And as you dip it, it's important to wipe off all the excess paint. You can't just go dipping. Start trimming like with all this excess paint. You want to wipe it off on the edge of your can, or you can tap it too, whatever you prefer. Just do whatever is feeling best and more natural to you. Now, this is the hardest part, trimming in your ceiling. Can't say there's an easy way to do this, it just takes time and practice. But as a beginner, I would encourage you to work your way up to the ceiling slowly. Start off a little bit lower, kind of get a feel for where the brush is going. If done correctly, most of the time, the ceiling will have a little edge here, a little lip that your brush will get caught on and not flow onto the ceiling, as long as you're not pressing too hard. Nice and easy, almost there. Look at that nice crisp line. Go back, come down a little bit farther. Now it's time to move my ladder. The more time you spend doing this, the faster you'll get, the faster you can complete each project. The more comfortable you're going to get with your coverage. You just want to make sure not to apply it too thin. This is going to take you a lot longer, and it's not going to cover as well. You got to find a happy medium. You don't want it to be too thick, you don't want it to be too thin. It's too thick, it's going to run, it's going to leave little drip areas like that right there. A little too thick, so I don't want to keep working it in, spreading it out. Now it's almost getting a little too thin there, so I want to dip it. Finish it out. The farther out you trim, the easier it's going to be for you to roll. Once you start feeling a little more comfortable rolling, you can maybe make your trimming a little bit thinner, make it go a little bit faster. It's all your personal preference, but you want to trim it down as far as you feel like you're going to need to, so you don't bump the ceiling. Once you bump the ceiling, there's going to be nothing you can do besides repaint that. Which we'd love to help you learn that as well. There's going to be access to that on our website eventually, or right now. All right, now on to rolling.